We're talking to Jacob Lusk, the latest person voted off American Idol. So do you think that you were going to get voted off this week?
I did. I felt it coming. I wasn't in my element this past performance. I'm thinking I was the only one that wasn't in my performance last week, but I feel good. I'm happy.
Did you think the songs you did were not songs you would have chosen? Did you ever feel like the producers kind of pushed you to do certain songs?
No, the producers didn't really push me to do anything. At the end of the day, they recommend certain things or whatever. I'm not. It really doesn't. It's really up to you to decide at the end of the day, and they make that clear. It's your decision. Don't listen to what other people have to say. You have to make the decision for yourself, because at the end of the day, you're the person who's gonna go home or not go home.
Do you regret either of your song choices?
Yeah, I think so. I think I would have rather have just sang songs that I love regardless. The thing is, I got too much into my head. Versus me just singing songs that I love, I started to try to figure out what I thought people would want to hear.
You thought No Air was more of a current song that everyone knows?
Exactly. Versus me just trying to sing something that I liked.
Like, what do you think you would have sang if you redo?
I probably would have sang I Look to You by Whitney Houston, or maybe All Right by Ledisi.
So you thought you wanted to do something that was more like really current?
Yeah, that people knew. Because we had to sing songs from the 60s or the 21st century.
Right.
So the 21st century, I was trying to pick songs that I thought everyone would know.
Right. They say it usually does help, but also you want to stay in your comfort zone as well.
And I wish I would have. But
no, go ahead.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, would have, but I didn't. So.
Well, what would you have done this week? It's this Lieber and Stoller week.
Lieber and Stoller, I would have sang I Who Have Nothing, or Stand By Me, and then the other song is, I believe, a Song of Inspiration, I believe. You guys know that?
Song of Inspiration?
Yeah.
No.
Never mind.
Stand By Me would have been great.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, was it hard starting last week that you had to do 2 songs? Was that like so much more work?
It was, especially because, sorry, I'm smoking.
No?
It's a lot of work because of all the extra work that we have to do now. So it's not just, I pick my 2 songs, I go learn them. I got to learn them, then I have to get them produced into this full track.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very little time to do one track, and to have that double is harder, especially with songs that I did not know.
Did you ever have that fear that, like, I always wonder, people think you're learning songs you don't know, you ever get out there like, oh my god, what if I forget the words?
You do, but the key is to not think about that, and then you'll be fine.
I always find it amazing that people don't forget the words more often because they're learning all these new songs.
It's a lot easier than you think it is, especially because it's a cut, it's only 2 minutes. So once you figure out and you learn it, you're generally okay. It's when you start thinking about it that you have issues, at least for me.
And also, like you're saying, like it's hard enough to fit in one song, but to fit in 2, I don't think the audience realizes you're not just working on 2 songs all week. Like you're doing
there's so much else. We don't have one day off. There's not one day off. We work Monday,
so even
Tuesday.
Even on the weekend.
Even on the weekends. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are working. Some days we may be done at about 6 or 7 in the evening.
Oh, so you go like all day, every day?
Yeah, all day, every day.
And do you guys get a lot of time to like ever sleep in, or you're just tired all the time?
There's no such thing as sleeping in. I don't think I've ever slept in, ever, on this show.
So you guys must be pretty tired.
Hard work, definitely.
What was it like living with everyone?
It was actually not bad. It was like we're kind of just a big old family living in the house. We had some people we had to scold and say, don't do that. Get off the table. Don't sit your behind on the counter. It's disgusting. Don't put your feet on the dining room table, stuff like that. But we were a family. It was great.
It's funny because a lot of the previous interviews I've asked, like, who is like the quietest and who is the loudest to live with, and you were the general consensus answer to the loudest.
Now, I'm the loudest person, but I'm not the loudest person to live with.
You just have a loud voice.
Yes. See, that's the thing. I'm very loud, but I'm not the loudest person to live with.
Who's the loudest person to live with?
Between Stefano and James.
Because they were very close.
Stefano would like play the piano like at 11:30 at night and like sing to the top of his voice. Now, there's the guy that to be cute, but our house echoes.
Yeah.
So it echoes back and forth.
Everywhere.
But hey, he's a sweet guy. I love Stefano. That's my boy.
Well, there's been a lot of rumors of different romances. Did you see any romance going on, any close friendships while everyone was
Not
together?
really. No romances. To be honest, we all had special relationships with each other. I had a special relationship with everybody in the top 13, from Pia to Karen to James to Stefano. We all had our special relationships with certain people. So people may like focus in on one relationship, but we're all that same. With Casey, I had a close relationship with everybody.
And so you must be excited for the tour to get to spend the whole summer together.
Very excited for the tour. It's going to be amazing to just be hanging out again together, all together. It's going to be fun.
And you get to meet all the people that have been voting for you.
Yes.
I think that's what fans are most excited about. They get to
It
actually
is.
meet you guys.
And they get to see us, and they get to see us live versus just seeing it on TV. They get to see it in person, and they get to kind of prep for what they'll hear from us on our albums.
What are you most looking forward to about the tour? Like, do you know what you want to sing?
Yeah. I want to sing probably A House Is Not a Home, maybe God Bless the Child, and You're All I Need to Get By. And maybe throw an original song in there, maybe.
Are you guys allowed to do original songs on the tour?
I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Was there a song that you wanted to do on the show that you weren't able to, that you would like to try to do on the tour?
I'm probably not going to try to do them on the tour, but I would have loved to sing Ain't No Way by Aretha. I would love to sing A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke.
Oh, that would be great.
And Because You Love Me by Celine Dion.
Those are really good ones.
Those are the songs I want to sing. I'm sure I never sang.
Well, I'm sure you've been asked this, but a lot of talk was made after your Man in the Mirror comments about how if you are in the bottom three, it wouldn't be about how you sang, it would be about because people weren't ready to look in the mirror. Do you regret saying that? What's your response to why you said it?
Take it out of context. There was a lot more than I said before than I said after, which made more sense. It really had nothing to do with myself as a vocalist. Mm-hmm. It was really about what was going on in the world right now. The Japan disaster had happened the day before, like 2 days right before, and it was really just about us trying to unify. Unifying, not like it had nothing to do with my voice. I make mistakes every week, and I was in the bottom 3 that week, so it had nothing to do with me as a singer. It was just really about the lyrics of the song and motivating a change not only within myself, but hoping that everyone else would do what I was doing. And it was going to start that night with me making the change.
So you must have been shocked at the reaction that people made.
I was. Well, and when I saw it, I was like, oh my God. But like I said, it was taken out of context. There was more that I said before and more that I said after. So
cool.
What can you do?
So how did you decide what you wear for your performances? Is there a stylist?
There is
a lot of people have had interesting outfits this season.
We do have a stylist, and you wear what you want to wear, and the stylist just kind of helps hone it in. And so I was wearing jeans and sneakers and ties every week during Halloween week. I just added a blazer.
But do you wear your own clothes, or they actually help you pick
We
out
go
stuff?
shopping. We go shopping once a week, and that even starts to become work because we're so busy.
Yeah.
Like those 2 hours, you'd rather be asleep. But yeah.
So Randy actually called one of your performances one of the best ever on the Idol stage. What did you think when you heard that, and who do you think is the best ever performance on Idol?
I don't know if you can ever say there's necessarily a best performance on Idol ever. I think it's kind of, I'm extremely flattered, but I don't know if there's necessarily one person or one performance that's the best performance ever.
You have some favorites from the past? Did you watch past seasons?
Definitely. I'm a big Fantasia fan. I loved when she did You're Always on My Mind. Mm-hmm. I loved Summertime. I loved when Tamara Gray sang A House Is Not a Home. I loved when she was actually at the show recently. Vonzell Solomon sang Radio, and she sang How Do I Live. I love those 2 songs from her. I have a lot of favorites that I love. I love the show. And like I said, there's no way to say this is the best performance on Idol ever. I kind of like when people say that, but I'm flattered and I'm thankful.
It's a great thing for him to say.
It's an amazing
He's been
thing.
there for every show.
It's an amazing thing, and I'm extremely flattered.
Well, you've had, speaking of past Idols, you've actually had a lot of Idols. A lot of the winners have visited this season. Have you gotten a chance to get any good advice from any of them?
They've all said what's been echoed to me time and time again is be yourself and make sure that you're happy with everything you do. And going on into my career, and that's probably the mistake that I've made. Instead of me being myself, I've always thought, what would America want me to sing? What would they like? What would they? And at the end of the day, I think America wants us to be ourselves. And that's what they want to see. And I think that's what's so amazing about the top 4 that are left is that they genuinely themselves every week. And that's really what it's about. And that's what the best advice I've been given is be myself. Be yourself. Do you every time.
Well, after being yourself, what do you want to do next? Is your plan?
I hope
after
to
Idol?
Go on tour, obviously go on tour. After the tour, work on my album.
What kind of album do you want?
I want to do kind of like a soulful R&B album that reminds you of Luther and Teddy Pendergrass and Marvin Gaye, those types. But definitely put some inspirational gospel tunes in there as well.
Because it seems like you do so well. You have that gospel voice.
Oh yeah. So I want to do something somewhere in the middle between there, and hopefully I'll do a movie with Tyler Perry. And
I can do that.
Yeah, Tyler Perry movie. Come on.
Yeah, that would be great.
And hopefully be a co-host on Regis and Kelly.
I saw you this morning. Did you have a good time?
I'm a big fan of Regis and Kelly. I've been watching since the Regis and Kathy Lee days.
Did you throw your hat in, with Regis leaving?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I can't, Regis. I can't become Regis, but I love that show, and I just sit in with Kelly one day. She's an amazing woman, sweet lady.
It seemed like it must be cool to get to meet these people that you like have watched
Been
for
watched
so long.
I grew up watching Regis and Kelly.
So was it crazy being on that set?
It was amazing to be on the set. I love them to death. I love them.
So would you do Broadway?
I
have
would,
that crazy voice.
Yes, I would love to do some Broadway. Definitely, no
Is there
doubt.
a show that you would love to maybe do one day?
I would love to do The Color Purple.
And that was here recently. If they bring it back.
I would love to do The Color Purple. I would love to do Les Mis. I'm sorry, Les Miserables.
I say Les Mis.
Oh, you say
That's
Les Mis
actually
too?
Les Mis is one of my favorites ever. Like
I would love to do Les Mis. Empty Chairs and Empty Tables was one of the songs I sang in high school, so I would love to do Les Mis. There's a lot of different things I'd like to do, but definitely those two for sure.
So what was your interaction like with the judges, and did you wish that you had been judged by Simon, and how that would have gone?
Do you ever? It's weird that people are asking that. I'm just so like, really? I've never thought about being judged by Simon. That's never been kind of in my mind. I think the judges are absolutely amazing, and they come with experience. They come with real world experience, not things that they've tried to do or what they've done with other people. They're talking about things they've done themselves. So it's amazing to be working with them, and I love
Yeah,
them
because
to
they're
death.
current artists. They're doing it right now.
Doing it right now. #1 single right now.
Yeah. Well, who do you think is going to win? There's 4 left, all very different.
I don't know. I really don't know. I think anyone who tries to bet on one person is just dumb. They're all so different. Haley could win, James could win, Scotty could win, Lauren could win, anybody could win. There's no say right now.
Well, did you ever think you'd get to the top 5? Like, how far did you think, or did you think you'd go all the way?
There were times where I thought I'd go all the way. Definitely, I'd be stupid to say that I didn't think I would go all the way, but I'm just happy that I made it this far. It's a miracle and a blessing and a dream. My life will never be the same, ever.
Great. Well, thank you.
Thank you.